Hi Aries, this is your forecast for the month of April 2018. This is a general reading for Aries Sun, Aries Rising, or Aries Moon. For a more rounded overview, please watch your rising and moon sign as well. Now, the second week, you perhaps have decided to bring an end to a situation. You're ending some kind of cycle. Maybe you've hit bottom. Maybe you reevaluated what you wanted to do with another person or what you could do for another person. And you're realizing perhaps that you have overextended yourself, that you have hit rock bottom, or you're dealing with someone who has, somebody that has suffered a loss, or they're seriously ill, or somebody that is in jeopardy somehow. On the other hand, maybe you've made the decision that you are a survivor, regardless of what has happened. Whether you've been under some kind of threat or there's been an issue, you're going to be okay. You're surviving the worst. Again, this could be a week of taking on some kind of victim mentality or someone close to you. And you're having to reevaluate whether you're being a martyr for a cause, whether you should just give up and give over, surrender your own will. There could be an issue where there's been a loss of some sort or someone close to you, whether that's their health or money or fortune or reputation. You may feel a sense of personal defeat this week, and perhaps you've made a decision to separate yourself from a circumstance or a person, and it could very well be time to let go. This is a week that, depending on how you play it, you may feel some measure of distress. You're probably dealing with some kind of troubling situation, whether it's, again, a hardship or something medical, something financial, something serious. And whatever it is, you're nearing the end of a cycle. And, you may be not getting involved in a situation, and bringing an end to something. Whatever it is, things are moving, on either end of the spectrum, either very quickly where, you are just bottomed out by the magnitude of events that are taking place, or everything's just quiet. You've hit a wall. Things are at a standstill and nothing is moving forward. And so you may be feeling as if you're carrying a heavy burden, as if you are pinned down to a situation that you can't get up. And so, again, your attitude is going to be important, and whatever you're putting out there is going to be coming back to you. But keep in mind that this card, aside from something happening externally, it's very much so a mental card, a mindset. And so you are manifesting what you think. And you could very well be on the verge of success since this is the end of a cycle. So you're making some decisions about whether to end something or whether something is ending, especially if you are dealing with some kind of emotional turmoil that you're trying to work through, or you've suffered a loss. You need to realize that it's important for you as quick as you can to evaluate a situation in order to move forward, to deal with your responsibilities, your obligations, and to get things back on track, whether that's by listening to your intuition or getting some advice from somewhere else. Because the longer you put some things off, you're going to be stuck. So this is about taking that second look. And remember, you're using that high priestess to reevaluate something. Something wasn't working. The flaws are now glaringly apparent to you. But the positive of that is that you see some things that you didn't recognize before, that you didn't understand. And because you now are armed with more information and a greater perspective, you can easily come up with some kind of resourceful course of action that can take you toward that finish line. But it's not going to be without effort. You're going to have to work very hard to get motivated, to get rejuvenated about something that, you were striving toward. You're going to have to redirect your interest and regain that sense of ambition. You're going to have to decide whether you're giving up too soon on a situation. Maybe, something didn't go your way, or you're caught up in your emotions and you just start to close doors. You burn some bridges just because it didn't turn out the way that you want. And remember that high priestess could have been that you were being intolerant about a situation. You were only seeing it through your own eyes, your own vantage point. You weren't considering alternatives. You were being intolerant to the viewpoint of other people. Now, maybe it's because you've been victimized. Perhaps you're victimizing someone, but there is the possibility of ending a negative situation and the worst being over. You're taking stock and moving on because you understand you got to get up and move forward. And it may have to do with, perhaps you're making some decisions that have to do with letting loose, enjoying life more. Maybe you've been working very hard and now you need some downtime. You've bottomed out. In some cases, maybe, you were socializing with a friend, or there was a goal that you wanted, and now you're ending that partnership or how you previously perceived that collaboration.